Howdy doody. I've got another book called Armira's Magpie, written by Kate Gordon and illustrated by Krista Brennan. The blurb on the back says, Armira has a magpie. He is the most beautiful, strangest of creatures. Armira imagines her magpie flying across the world to visit the family she left behind when she escaped her homeland. And as she flies with him, and she is free. Armira's Magpie is a story of friendship, family and escape, of bravery and resilience in the face of hardship. It is a story of hope we find in small happinesses, even when it seems like all hope is lost. Wow. Let's start. These are the end pages, or this is the end page at the front, and it starts off with Armira. She's dressed herself in a black and white cloak. She looks a little bit like a magpie, and there she is, outstretching her wing, running along, ready to take off into the sky with her magpie. Kate Gordon is the author, and she dedicated this book to her father. It says, "For my father Steve, who fills my world with hope, love and kindness." Kate Gordon. Very nice. Let's see what happens. Armira has a magpie. He is the most beautiful and strangest of creatures. And there we see Armira peeking out the door and the magpie landing. Do you have magpies visiting your home? His eyes are black pearls. The white on his feathers make her think perhaps he has daubed his wings with paint to write messages in the sky, love letters to her, because she is his friend. Do you think he writes love letters in the sky? Maybe. He sings to her too, and she knows his language. "Hello," he calls to her. "See how high I fly. See how far I can fly further than you can imagine." But she can imagine. And there is a picture of his eye. Just noticed you can see someone in that eye. It looks like an old man. I wonder where this magpie flies to. And there he is flying. She can imagine him flying all the way to her home, which I think is a very, very far, far way away. Sitting on the bench in the backyard and singing to her grandfather. And this is her grandfather. He lives in a place far, far away, not where Armira lives now. The grandfather looks happy that the magpie has come. "Hello, magpie." Sorry. "Hello," the magpie calls to him. "See how far I have flown, all the way from Armira. She is further away than you can imagine." And can you see the magpie talking to the grandfather? Wow. "She wishes me to tell you that she has grown so big that her big girl shoes, the ones you bought from the market, are very tight now." Wow. Such great illustrations. Makes me want to get out and paint. "Perhaps when she is home, you will buy her a new pair so she can run." And look at her, running and running up to hug her grandfather. They both look happy. Blue is now her favourite colour, like the wide sky. And there she is looking through her hands up at the sky. And it is a big place where she's at now. Maybe it's somewhere in Australia. Maybe. And you might remember this from the front end page. There she is, feeling like she's a magpie. But she likes black and white too, like the wings of a magpie. Armira knows that where her magpie is gone on the long days when he has left her. And there she is all alone, waiting for him to come back, holding a magpie feather. On those days, her small square of sky is always grey, and her home is even further away. And look how clever Armira is. She's making a picture of a magpie on the ground with a magpie feather. On those days she can't quite remember her grandfather's face. Armira has a magpie and he is hers. Her best, most beautiful friend. She sings for him, "Come back to me and bring me a new song of my home." And when he returns, they sit together. And that is the end. And the end pages at the back are the same as the front. A beautiful illustration of Armira thinking of being free. Free as a bird. Well, I hope you like that. I've got a few other stories to read to you. I hope you're having a nice time during lockdown and you're helping Mum and Dad and being kind and thinking of others. All right, bye till next time.